When you make mistakes, when you are angry, you can say a whole lot of stuff. I admit I regret that. I was only mad at one person, a person that was once close to me. All the friends that I said that to, I can admit I apologize. And I want y'all to also understand when y'all see my chat, a lot of time when you see it and you feel like I don't want to come in, you hurt my I understand that. Okay. I extend my hand. I say it once, I say it twice. I can't say it no more because I can't beg nobody. And I'm not begging nobody. Never that. I'm thinking about my real life. A lot of times with YouTube, you can get addictive. You can get very addictive. You understand me? That's life. Everybody say they your friend ain't your friend. Everybody that say they your enemy really aren't your enemy. And sometimes you do have to know the difference. But sometimes it is what it is. You and anybody else have a whole choice. Now, say Eric Brown created drama. That's beautiful. Now I know some of y'all been in my chat. I know some of y'all said Eric Brown, uh, you a hypocrite. Okay. You say for other folks, and then other folks you hang with do the same thing. And then you say I hang with. Okay. And when you said somebody call you an animal and all that, and you hang with them, a lot of times we have to turn around, listen to what you said, and then you go back through your live and you watch and listen at what you just said to me. Aren't you doing the same thing? I even said myself, y'all, I'm not just talking about y'all, but I'm talking about me too. Y'all heard me say that. Nobody never brought that up. Okay. I ain't got to say anything really. Never forget what Myron said. You ain't got to say nothing else here. I don't have to. Just listen to the lives, listen to people that's cool with each other. Some people are lying, some people are faking, some people are, like they always say, it's a group of them. You know, I remember when I talked about the ventriloquist, it wasn't about Monica. It could be about anybody. Matter of fact, it's a lot of folks do that. You get in gangs and groups. They tell you what to do. But people tell you who you talking about. All you gotta do is be quiet and see how fast it spread. Spread like mayonnaise on a sandwich. The people that was in my chat, the wrenches, I do apologize. Like you said, and nobody perfect. I can be quiet and let somebody say, "Well, Eric, you did this. Eric, you know, la la la." I ain't got to even say, "Well, you did wrong and you did this." I don't have to say that. That's for anybody on the YouTube. I ain't got to say it. You got to say it to nobody in real life. All you got to do is be quiet and let God let them see they self. People been like that. People sometimes run their mouth and they ruin something. And when they spread stuff like that, then that person start thinking, oh yeah, well, Maybe he was talking about me. I'm gonna stop dealing with him. I ain't gonna beg you. I'm sure not running up behind you. I'm just letting you know. That's anybody. I'm not talking about you. Everything I say, you said what's the word? It don't call no names out. Just don't call the names out. Protect the innocent and the guilty. I used to be up here on this live a lot. I used to be back in the day. But that's just how it is. And is this Rio? What's up, Rio? Radio Rio. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Yeah. But I just want people to understand that. Just the way it is. Everybody say they cool with you. They not. They not. You can't hate them. You can say this. You can ask anybody. Have anybody talked? Everybody talked about your mom or dad. Everybody put your family out here. No, I'm not perfect. Sometimes my words are wrong. No, I ain't gonna be on this YouTube. I mean, where for us talking as much because that's ruined. That's ruined. It's really damaged. I even thought about one time just taking the channel down and chunk it. Shoot, go over there to Facebook. Some people don't want to be wrong. Some people don't want to be corrected. Some people get mad because you tell the truth. You got some fake people out here. You got imitators out here. That's just the way it is. They don't mean you no good. Like you can tell somebody you sorry. You can. But sometimes sorry is not enough because you messed that up. Because you let your anger. I'm talking about me now. Let me say it. Let me make sure. So won't nobody get any feeling. I'm talking about you right. You get mad. You rather. That's what you did. You had a life before YouTube and after YouTube. When I talk about get a job and save your money, then one person, he thought that I was talking about him. Not to hurt, but it's to help. All of a sudden, here we go. It's like you, Mr. Woman. He just mad. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I was like, I ain't even got to say nothing about that. I ain't even got to say nothing about him. I ain't got to say nothing. All I got to do is what? Be quiet and watch. Somebody else gonna say something. Somebody else gonna use hard words. Some people gonna use curse words. Some people gonna cuss that person out. I ain't dox nobody. Don't have to. All you gotta do is get on YouTube and listen to people talk. People tell about their life story and they get mad a lot of time because people use what they said about their life story against them. I'm just sitting there like, wow. Mm. The B word, the N word, all them type words being used. I ain't used none of them. Just talk plain. I like everybody in the YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. Even the ones that talk bad about me, of course. Run up behind them, no. But I'm hanging with somebody. No, I'm not hanging with nobody. I'm hanging. I'm in Memphis. I'm by myself. But I'm hanging with somebody because I go to YouTube or I go in somebody's chat that said something bad and ask them a question, or I spoke and came back out. Mm. And like I said again, I don't have to say nothing. Damage comes by itself. I ain't got to do nothing. I can stay off and keep staying in the kitchen and things just destroy itself. Oh, you don't? Uh, Rio, I can understand that. Scorpion Mama, Scorpion Mama. Hadn't seen you in a while. How you doing? You doing okay? Scorpion Mama, stop. You know, and I admit, yeah, it used to be quite a few folks come over. They don't no more. You think I lost sleep? You ain't got to tell. Let me tell y'all something. I was told you can't have it on your shoulders. I understand that. But sometimes you say some things to a person, even though you playing, and you know this happened in real life. Scorpion Mama, they don't get it. It happens in real life when you say something you playing and you can hit a nerve. I remember, like they said, talk is cheap. And I try to get people to understand if you're going to tell somebody right and wrong, if you as a person going to tell your brother or sister right and wrong, you better watch it. Because when you mess up, they're gonna come and tell you, hey, you made a mistake when you did this here. And then watch them get mad at you. But they're gonna tell you that. You go on these jobs, they do that. Sometimes you can't say nothing. Every time you say something is wrong. Mhm. Oh yeah. I don't like what I didn't like what I said. But sometimes when you look at it or when you read the wall, it's something to tell you like, how do these people know where I stay at? How these people know sometimes you may slip up and say it. Or sometimes your little buddy there may go back and talk and tell somebody, and they tell somebody and it spreads. You trying to stay off the radar. They won't. Mm-mm. Oh, congratulations. You started two business. What? Congratulations. Okay then. But like I said, all I gotta do is sit there and listen. When you laugh, when somebody get put down or somebody get talked real bad, it's funny. But now you being talked about and you ain't nowhere in the chat. You ain't laughing. But when it was E Riley, it was funny. And y'all laughing now. Because the Reaper is tearing y'all up right now. All I'm saying. They want your image. Yeah, it's true. Business. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You got to. I remember you said that, Rio. You had a jewelry business. You have an AB and oh yeah, Airbnb. That probably be the buy there. Yeah, yeah. But look, I ain't really talking about too much of nothing. I ain't trying to get nothing started. I have to be careful what I'm saying because I try to do more just chill. Don't say nothing. Try to be on here much. All I can do is just sit back and give people view. Just you be in the bushes, you listen. They talk bad about me over there too. Okay, well then you just all right. And I have to practice not to always respond to everything. Everything don't need an ounce. It don't. Mhm. Sometimes you can get an understanding if a person just really care and they talk to you. You can get an understanding. Me and Bam, yeah, I understand. Me and Scorpion Mama, gotta understand. But I just want to let y'all know I didn't mean no harm, and I do you know I didn't mean no harm. So got to get up in the morning tomorrow. It's where I got to work. Got to work. So you know how that is. But y'all take care of yourself. Stay strong, everybody. Scorpion Mama, Radiant Rio. Thank you for coming through. Y'all take care. Hold on.